Oh my God, so today I made a tackle. No, today I'm going to bust this mother up.
But the Lions have to do something different. They always follow what other teams do.
Competition is the root cause of all success. You saw fights, I'm all for it. That's what I want to see from a football team going into the season. If you have good competition, you get better. Terry, do you believe in the current coaching dynamic of former players? Is that a model for success?
I believe it is. I actually love it. This goes to the Dan Campbell can't be the only person motivating players. This is his style. This is the way that he wants to reach his players, and you have to have the right guys to buy into this. And I think the fact that they're a younger team helps. And we always say that older players filter down to younger players. I think in this system, with the coaches fired up, and I think they're reaching the younger players, the younger player vibe is reaching the veterans. And they don't have many veterans, but it's the opposite way that you usually do things, by motivating the younger guys, and the young vibe is reaching the veterans. But the Lions have to do something different. They always follow what other teams do. Now, they're doing it their way. I don't think there's another team with this many former players on their coaching staff. So Dan Campbell, I'm sure he talked to Bill Parcells. I'm sure he's talked to Sean Payton about things, but he's got his own recipe, which is very, very, very important. It's good to see the Lions are doing something different. They're doing something that's innovative, and they're doing something that other teams are going to copy, rather than the Lions copying everybody else. So I actually love this.
I'm glad you said that at the end, which was they're unique, right? Teams are going to copy this if it works. And one thing we can all agree on, whether you like Dan Campbell or not, he's authentic. He's himself. He's one of one. He's not John Madden. He's not Mike Ditka. He's not Bill Parcells. I don't want to hear any of that. He's Dan Campbell. And Dan Campbell has an opportunity with this coaching staff to really reshape how we look at football teams. It's funny. I watch camp. I watch what's going on, right? We all watched it together last night. And you know what I saw, Terry? One very important thing that no one's honestly even mentioned. Competition. That's a very important thing in camp.
Right.
It's funny, whenever you tune into the NFL Network or wherever it may be, you see the Rams in their training camp, hyper-competitive. We're talking all about the pizzazz and the coaches going at it and they're loving it and the enthusiasm. But what is it going on at the end of the day? That's a competition between the coaches, between the players, whoever it is. It's competition. And you need competition to drive yourself to the point of excellence or even beyond that. You can't do it without any competitive gene, without any competitive juice. Competition is the root cause of all success. And if you have good competition, you get better. Penei Sewell, I believe, mentioned it. Iron sharpens iron. Cool. Love that. But you saw high energy. You saw fights. I'm all for it. That's what I want to see from a football team going into the season. They get more respect for each other. They're all making each other better. And at the end of the day, Terry, you need good competition in practice to be ready for Sunday. You can't just walk through practice lackadaisical. Oh my God, so today I made a tackle, and that was nice.
Yeah.
No, today I'm going to bust this mother up.
Right.
And I'm going to get back for what he did to me yesterday.
If you have a football team, you don't want a team that works hard. You want a team that competes hard. There's a difference. If you tell me to go run 100 yards, I'll try to run as fast as I can. That's working hard. But if you line up somebody next to me, I'm like, oh, I got to beat this dude. So then now you're competing, and you become sharper, you become more focused, you become better if you're competing during training camp rather than just working hard. So that's very important.
I'm glad you said that, because what is an example or a recent example of a team that plays hard for their coach, but they're not competitive. Jim Caldwell. The tail end of Jim Schwartz. The same thing. They play hard, right? And that's why people laughed at the idea, the notion that the team was playing hard last year. It's not that the team was playing hard. Nobody cared. Why they got the credit they did down the stretch after that awful, pathetic start. It wasn't because they were playing hard, Terry. Like you said, they were competitive. They were competing against the Broncos, the Cardinals. They were competing against the Vikings. They were competing against the Packers. They were competing down the stretch.
I'm going to make you throw the Packers one out.
I know they did rest their players second half of this game, but still, the concept, they were still there, right? Mm-hmm. And it was a competitive game that they won.
The losses did not break them.
No, they did not, which you typically saw under previous regimes. Granted, it was year one, and it's kind of difficult to lose the locker room in year one unless you're just Matt Patricia and you're complete POS, but that's a whole different problem. But the notion, that's why I hate the notion of, well, they're playing hard, Terry. You know, they played hard down the stretch last year. They're going to continue down into the next season. No. They competed. Big difference.
Yeah, I don't think people know the difference between competing and playing hard. So we're here to educate them.
I love it.
Bam.
I love it, Terry. I love it.
This is like school. We're the school marms.
Oh, God.